Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're the United States of the world. We're on a mission to banish poverty. We're an emerging nation. What else? We've been around for about 4 years, a little bit over 4 years, putting in solid foundations. We're now expanding our economy to benefit all our citizens by improving the liquidity and value of our currency, and all our citizens hold our currency. Anybody can become a citizen. There is no fee, there's no obligation. You will just have to come along, register, prove you're a real person, and that's all there is to it. As a citizen, you are treated equally to every other citizen. We see you all just as human beings, regardless of gender, colour, class, creed, financial status, educational level, anything else. We don't separate you because of any of those superficial differences. We see everybody simply as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all unique, all having used something unique to offer our community, all of equal value to our community. Right. That is a non-separatist ideology, and that is what we have. And we'll be having a little affirmation to help us with that before we get started. And before that little affirmation, we'll have a little prayer. And the prayer is there to help us find true happiness in life. And that's what everybody seeks. Whatever it is you think you may want, it's because you feel it's going to make you happy. And that true happiness we're talking about isn't short-term pleasure like you get on a roller coaster, or from buying your new car, or moving into your new house, taking a vacation, going on a date, a party, whatever it may be. We're talking about that deep-seated joy that is within you always. And that is what everybody really strives for. But most people don't really know that and don't understand it. And you can't buy it. There are a lot of people with a lot of money and they're still searching for something and they don't know what it is. And it is that true happiness that fills that hole inside you. And that can only be found through loving service to others. And the great thing about loving service to others is once you start being of loving service to others, you'll find that everything else you want and need in life will stop being attracted to you. You won't have to be chasing after money or running around faster and faster trying to make time to do things. It'll all start just happening for you. So that's what our little prayer is about. And then we'll have that affirmation. And then we'll get into the updates. And we've got some updates for you today. Not all good, but as always, we will give you all the details, fully transparent. Okay, before we do that, let's welcome in people, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the replay. It's good to have you here. And we have a few people in live that have come and let us know where they're from. We've got Peter from Cameroon. We've got another Peter from England, Kettering. We've got Werner from South Africa, Colin from South Africa, Don from Canada, British Columbia. We've got Sam from Nigeria, Eric from Canada, Quebec, Canada. And we've got Sam from, can you please drop the face link page? Thanks. Haven't I done it? Maureen is in from London, UK. I thought I'd done the Facebook links, but let me check and do that for you if I haven't. Bear with me a second. Where are we? I was sure I'd done this, but maybe I didn't. Yeah, it's there. We Share Abundance, Hampshire, today at 1900. It's there. Now I've lost. Oh dear, where's this gone? Okay, it is there, Sam. And Maureen has just confirmed it's there. She's in on Facebook, and she's from London in England. Okay, so welcome to you all, and that's just another little distraction. Okie dokie, let's get started with that little prayer, the affirmation, and then I'll bring you up to date with where we are. Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And a little affirmation to help us with that non-separatist ideology. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okay, and I see we've got Rosina in from Edinburgh in Scotland as well. Okay, today I have been especially busy trying to get the final details. I've signed the contracts on the automated KYC verification. However, we are discussing about when the charge, there is obviously a charge for every verification that is done, and you have to pay in advance, and you have to pay for the number that you think you're going to use in 30 days. And then there is, if you use them up before 30 days, you can pay for another 30 days worth. If you don't use them all in 30 days, you lose what you've not used. I don't think there's much chance of that, because we're working on just 500 verifications in a 30-day period. And if you think about it, I think that's about what's 30, it's about 17 people a day coming in. So we should be well clear of that. However, I don't want that 30-day period to start until we're all set up. And that's what we're needing clarification on. And that is the only thing that's holding it up at the moment now, is for them to confirm that the 30 days won't start until we say, okay, we're ready to go. And then they can start the 30 days and we'll start using the system. And it's taken a lot of time. It may sound simple and all the rest of it, and it really is, and it should be, but nevertheless, it takes a lot of time. Now, I know that through the day, the Share Hope program that didn't run last Saturday when it should have done was run manually, but I only got to check on it probably about an hour ago, and I'm in distress, folks. It's a mess. I don't know what's gone on. I don't know what's happened with it, but just as an overview, we have 365 members. Now it's showing 52 subscriptions to renew. I don't know whether they're included in that 365, but looking at our numbers, I would imagine, where are we? What did we have? We had 363. I would imagine that they are included in that figure. But even if they're not, and those people could be added onto that, that would only be 417. but it's showing 466 people in the personal matrix and 467 people in the community matrix, which is not possible. We can't have more people in the matrix than we have in the plan. So the whole thing is nonsense. In addition, why we should have 466 in the personal matrix and 467 in the community matrix doesn't make sense. They should have the same number in each. Further, we have 45,051 total members in ShareHope and 45,053, I think it is. 45,000. Oh, it was 51 then. Let me just refresh the page and see what's happened here. It's showing 41,551, and this will probably have timed out, but I think there's a difference of 2 in the numbers between 45,051. Well, maybe they aren't. Maybe that's right. Okay, so that may not be an issue. Databases may balance out at the same number, but I thought when I checked it there was a difference of 2, and I'll check on that again later, because they should be the same. There should be the same number total user registrations in WeShare Abundance as there are in ShareHope, and it looks like they do now balance, so maybe that's right, but the matrix is definitely totally wrong. Now, I also had a look at my matrix in the members area. When I say my, it's the admin that I'm in control of. Nothing can be withdrawn from it. It all goes back into WeShare Abundance. But when I look at my positions, for whatever reason, we've got a community force matrix, and we've got 2 positions in there, and I don't know why. I mean, one of them's got no people underneath it, but if we're going to get, every time there is a renewal made, a new position being created, that's just nonsense. There is no new position created. It should be all in the same position, and similarly in the personal matrix. So I'm not happy with anything really that's happened with that today, but unfortunately, with me being tied up through the day, I didn't see it until quite late on, and so I've not been able to discuss that with Devyani because she'd left before I finished my negotiations elsewhere. And I have left messages for Devyani and Rohit. Now, Rohit may pick something up today, but tomorrow I need to get some sort of clarification on what's going on, because frankly, it's a mess. And I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go back to the backup before the matrix was run, and get back to where we were there, and reverse everything, and then take a look at it and see what's happening, because it's rubbish. Okay. Also, I did ask Devyani why the cron job didn't run, and she doesn't know, and she says she's reset everything and it should run. That's not good enough, because we need to know why it didn't run. Otherwise, you can reset everything, it's going to not run again. So I'm not thrilled with what's been happening development-wise today. I know that the actual matrix calculations are not part of Devyani's remit, because it's all in the plan there, but something is dreadfully wrong with it. So whatever you've got in there, take it with a pinch of salt, because it'll probably disappear tomorrow if we can reverse things and get them back, and then we can have a look at what it is and what's not working and why. It's what I was doing well with the getting everything else sorted out on that automatic KYC stuff. And I thought, okay, we're almost over the line with this. We've just got that one thing to come back, and that's not come back yet, but I no doubt it will. Then we can get that paid and we can install it. But then I get to this ShareHope, and it's just obviously nonsense, isn't it? It's obviously nonsense. You can't have more people in the matrix than we have members. And so I don't know what's happening with it, but it's got to be changed. And if it means starting from scratch, well, it means starting from scratch. It's not right, okay? So the ShareHope plan, we will be doing some revamping on it, certainly tomorrow, reversing everything that's happened. If we can reverse everything that's happened, we can just pause it, find out what's going on, get it corrected, get all the scripts updated, and then however long that takes, and then we will be able to rerun it. I hope that is probably the easiest way out. The other alternative is unthinkable. So that's where we are with it, folks. It will be reversed one way or another tomorrow, whether it's got to be done individually, manually, whether we have to write a program for it, whatever. It's going to be back where it was before the upgrades were run, and then we've got to address what's going on because it's not right. So you can ignore everything in the ShareHope at the moment. We'll be working on it and we'll get it right, no matter how long it takes. And I know that people are always keen to get things and they think they should be done straight away. And I'm the same. And believe me, if you want it done quickly, you can be absolutely certain that I want it even more. Okay. And we will be working to get it done as best and as quickly as we can, and get it correct, but it isn't right at the moment. So it's disappointing, but there you go. Let's see who else we've got in. We've got Kingsley in from Manchester. We've got Eric in, saying there's double in personal. Yeah, I know, it's double in everywhere. It's bloody nonsense. Excuse my language, but yeah, it is. Okay, we've got Richard in from Devon in England. Got Andrew in from New Zealand, Norman from Doncaster, England, Deborah from Alabama, USA, Southern Alabama, USA. Sam, why can't you list We Share Abundance token just like what other did in cryptocurrency wallet? Because withdrawal has taken too much longer. I have joined for the past 3 years now without withdrawal. Because we do it through our exchange and that maintains the liquidity and value of the currency. If you want to go to the system we had before where it was listed, people could withdraw. You can go and check in Waves and see what the old Visa token is worth. And then if that's what you want, we can put it to a vote. I don't think most people would want it. Okay, you can withdraw We Share Abundance tokens provided you have liquidity or there is corporate liquidity. At the moment, there is no corporate liquidity. We don't make any profits that we can allocate to liquidity. Everything that we make goes out to the members one way or another. And that's why we're on a tight budget. That's why we're on tight budget. That's why we need to get things straightened out on this new KYC thing. We need to make sure that we can run that program and pay for it. Everything that we have is paid for one way or another. We pay developers, we pay the servers, we pay the backup teams, we pay, so much out. We're now paying out for the KYC situation. That all comes out of somewhere. And if we're not making money, it comes out of individuals' pockets. And there are massive amounts of money owed to one or two members, with quite a lot owed to a great many members as well. So don't complain about having built up wealth. Be grateful that you are building wealth in your wallet and go about creating your own personal liquidity. Go and read the ShareHope plan. Okay, Sam? So that is why. And there would be no purpose in putting the ShareHope token on any exchange. What would that achieve? Nothing. Okay. Look, Bazina, someone told somewhere in the comments that cron job will not run properly in the subdomain. That's not true. I don't know who put it in. It could well have been a person that has been sending me emails, and he's got frustrated with things. He's a long-time member, very valued, but he seems to have lost his marbles a bit. What he says is not true. The cron job will run perfectly in a directory as it would in a subdomain. There is no difference. Okay. And we've got Nankiep in from Nigeria. Dom, so we should not renew our membership in the ShareHope plan. I don't think it matters, Dom. We will be pausing everything somehow. If you renew it, it won't matter because you will get that time anyway, and you'll be on the safe side. If you don't renew it, and we're going back to where we were before, you will need to renew it once we restart. So it doesn't make any difference either way. Okay. There was also something that I mentioned. Once again, I think it's the same gentleman, and he may comment on this as well, about the possibility of us moving the members area to a separate domain. And he said, that's ridiculous. Nobody does that. Well, that's not true either. One company that I've been a member of since it started probably 10 or 12 years ago has two separate domains for their members area. It's a very strong company. It's called, it might have changed its name. It was called Power Lead System. It still goes under PLS, and they have different domains for their members area, and it works really well. So it is not something that is new or different. It's something that other organizations have done. I'm not saying it's a common thing, but it does give scope to do additional things in your members area that are not normally available. And is there a difference between a directory and a subdomain? Yeah, there is. but it doesn't affect the way a cron job runs, or it doesn't affect the way emails go out. It has no bearing whatsoever on the activity of the domain. And that is not only from my personal experience, even though I'm a novice, but it is also from the experts that we employ. We have a server team, and they are up to date on everything. With the latest technology, we have the most advanced systems of encryption. We have the most advanced systems to prevent us being attacked, or when we are attacked, to switch automatically to another server, so that there is, if there is any downtime, it is limited to a very, very minute amount of time, and we continue on. So we are on top of things technically. I'm not. Don't get me involved in technical side. But I do know from what they've told me and from what I've experienced in the past, that some of the things that these people come up with are not valid. Okay? I know they're trying to help, but it's not valid. Okay. Let's have a look here where we go. We've got, did I say Nankyep from Nigeria? Don, so we should not renew our membership in the Sharehope plan. It's up to you. As I say, it doesn't matter. Stephen says, how do you earn extra positions in the Sharehope plan? You can't. And that's one of the things that I've been talking about. We got Sam, I still have about 3 months before my Sharehope renewal will be expired. You can't have 3 months before it will be expired because you can only pay 28 days at a time. You may have funds in your deposit account which will keep it paid, but you can't pay in advance more than that 28 days. Leon, Cody sounds as thirsty as I am. It's a hot week in California. Yeah, Cody always seems to make a noise drinking while I'm on here. If he's not drinking, he's scratching and banging. Okay. Kingsley, sir, can we have a spreadsheet for co-op PPP to know the group which one belongs? No, is the answer to that. But you do know the co-op, you know the group that you belong to, because in your available cash wallet, where you see the deduction of the $50, it tells you which group you are in. Okay. Sam, I do make upward renewal each time I have to renew. This is the first time anybody's had to renew. It's just now. We've only been going 4 weeks. Okay. So there you go, Sam. We're talking about the Sharehope Powerline plan. I don't know what you're talking about. But if you're talking about the pools, that's a different matter. You can renew those for, you can add 10 years if you want in those. Okay. Richard said it's listed as an entry in your available cash wallet. Yeah, you'll be referring to the group that you're in the PPP co-op that we run. Could that be an option to pay months in advance? No. But you can put the deposit in and it will automatically pay from your deposit account. If we pay it forward somebody to the 777 plan, are they supposed to be under us? No. If they are already in the 777 plan and you pay for them for some position, then they won't necessarily be under you. If they are your referral and you pay for them and they are not already in the 777 plan, then they will be placed under you. Okay. There is a chance that they will be, you have a 7-day period where they cannot be placed automatically by the system, although the system automatic placements is turned off at the moment until we get those upgrades done. After that 7-day period, it's possible that the system could allocate them to somebody else. So if you refer somebody and you want to make sure they are in your 777 pay lines, then you need to get them to upgrade, or if you were talking about piffing them in, you do that within the 7-day period, and that means that you've grabbed them, if you like, that they are yours. Then I was going to say forever, but not necessarily, because they could drop into a pass-up position in one of the levels, and then of course they disappear. But the pass-up is a great thing, because it means you always receive much more than you give. And that is the way of life, actually. The more you give, the more you receive, whatever it is. You know, you want more love, give more love. You want more money, find ways of using it to help other people. You want more time, give your time to other people, and you'll find that it'll come back to you. Whatever it is you want more of, give more of it, and it'll come back to you many times over. Okay. So yeah, I am disappointed with what's going on in the ShareHope. There's no other word for it, really, but it's just another challenge, isn't it? It means we'll come out stronger. We'll make sure that things are right and go right in the future. It doesn't change our objective. It doesn't change our goals. All it does is mean that we've got to spend time making sure that what we want to achieve through that program is done correctly. Deborah says, I'm still happy I helped someone. Okay. Yeah. There are lots of ways you can help people. We're not only talking about in We Share Abundance, we're talking about outside in your life, whatever it is. I read an article once about I think it was a psychiatrist attached to the San Francisco Police Department who was sent to analyze suicides, okay? And of course, he got pretty blasé to it, and some people left suicide notes, some people didn't, and all sorts of other things. But there was one case where a young man, I can't remember his age now, but he was probably in his 20s or very early 30s, walked around about 6 miles to the Golden Gate Bridge and jumped off. And in his suicide note, he said, you know, this life is no good to me, and gave lots of other bits and pieces. But he said, if just one person on my way to the Golden Gate Bridge says good morning to me, I'll come back here, tear this note up, and start my life over. But he said, I don't expect it to happen. It's just the way people are, and I'm sick of it. And so he walked 6 miles in San Francisco. Nobody took the time to say good morning to him, and he jumped off the bridge and committed suicide. It only took one person to say good morning. You know, I make a point. I go out with the dog. People think I'm crackers. I don't care. Everybody I see, I say, good morning, good morning. Some people give me funny looks. Some people go, oh, hiya, you know, whatever. Sometimes when I'm a bit late going out with Cody, there's a bus stop and there's a load of school kids there waiting to get on the bus. It's a school bus thing into Bude, and there's probably, I don't know, 20, 25, 30 of them. And if I'm passing there with Cody, I wish, hey, good morning. And I get funny looks from some of them. Some of them say good morning. But you never know how that impacts somebody. Whatever you do, whenever you can do something that could just make somebody's life a little bit better, you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't have to do anything special. You don't have to, it is special because it's special to that person. If you hit somebody that is just in need of a little bit of a boost that day, whatever it may be, you just taking a fraction of a second to smile at them or compliment them, And sometimes I'm at the checkout in the supermarket and you see the person and they're checking the things out and they're going through it like this, and I make a point to say, oh, hi, how are you today? And they look at me, yeah, I'm okay, thanks. Oh, that's great. You're looking good. And all of a sudden they change and they smile and so anytime you can compliment people, find a way, say, oh, your hair looks good or whatever it may be. And get into that habit of just doing things for other people. And it can be as simple as that, can be as simple as saying good morning every time you pass somebody. Yeah, people will think you're crackers. Does it matter? Not to me. Okay. So that's wonderful, Deborah. I'm happy that you helped somebody too. And the more people that get out there and help other people, the happier everybody is going to be. You're going to be happy, and other people are going to be happy. I get funny looks when I say good morning to people, especially when I'm out for an evening walk. Yeah, I make a point of saying hello, actually, rather than good morning, because I never know what time of day it is anyway. So I just go, hello, hello, rather than good morning. And quite often I'll get people that will say good morning to me. Oh, no, it's afternoon. And, doesn't matter. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever. Yeah. But I get funny looks anyway. But you will get funny looks if you say good morning and it's good evening, right? But it's all the same, isn't it? It's all part of the day. I think the authors have got it right, isn't it, with their good day? Right. Okay. I don't see any more questions. We will have a busy day tomorrow, trying to get this ShareHope mess sorted out. I don't think it'll be done in a day, folks. I'm hoping it's not a major rewrite of the scripts, but even if it is, Rohit is pretty good, and once he gets on it, he'll do it fairly quickly. It may take him a couple of days. Of course, it'll have to be uploaded and tested, but there you go. But the first thing is to get the mess that it's in at the moment reversed. And we will be concentrating on that tomorrow. And then we can think about moving forward and what needs to be done. Because it is a mess. And I apologize to you for that. I'm not sure that anybody, I suppose there's got to be some thing that could have been done that would have made it better. But I'm not exactly sure what. And apportioning blame serves no purpose anyway. but we will get it right, and we will then be able to move forward. Okay, so with that said, folks, I'm going to be here tomorrow, hopefully with some good news about how we've progressed. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, X. And until then, start by saying good morning to people, whether it's afternoon or evening. It might make them laugh, you know. Okay. Or just say what I say and say hello. Okay. God bless you all. And I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator.